Hi everyone, this is Heather Fiore, and this is my presentation, Living in a Digital World. The articles discuss barriers to 21st century skills and the fact that there's still a digital divide amongst many countries based on different things, whether it be age, rich and poor. It's hard for many to understand. It's odd to think of someone not having a telephone or a television or a smartphone, but in many areas this remains true. I was astounded to read that people are still using dial-up in a world filled with so much technology and how fast-paced everything goes moving with the technology. I am in one of the Levy school districts where we have broadband. We are consistently upgrading to keep up with the demands in technology use. Even though we're a low-income district, we seem to really try to keep up with the technology. However, with the continuous decrease in funding, I don't know how much longer we will be able to maintain keeping up with the technology. Do I feel the digital divide can be resolved? Basically, like I said before, with funding and so forth, it's a little hard for people to bridge that digital divide. Closing the digital divide will help improve things such as literacy, social mobility, economic equality, and even economic growth. However, the underlying question is, can it ever really be fully closed? In my opinion, there will always be a gap due to income, ethnicities, less educated people. It's just hard to bridge that gap when you don't have the resources to implement to help people become more educated, help people financially with it, and so forth. What skills do you feel 21st century students must acquire prior to graduation? Well, definitely collaboration. They need to be able to work together to form ideas and resolve problems. They need to be critical thinkers where they can analyze problems and think them through thoroughly and come up with solutions or ways to get to the end result. Problem solvers, they need to be able to work things through, utilizing their critical thinking skills to find a resolution to the problem. And of course, creativity, they need to be able to think outside the box, get creative with the information and the resources and the technology, make it more engaging. And of course, good communication. They need to relay what they think and feel in an effective manner, and so that everybody can understand them. What impact has the global economy had on my personal use of the internet? Well, personally, I think it's definitely increased my usage of technology devices for communication, partnering like in Skypes and so forth. When it comes to educational purposes that I utilize as a media specialist. But personally, in my own life, I feel that purchasing is definitely one of the things. It's financial interaction, which has allowed us to go beyond borders, like beyond the U.S. I'm able to purchase the items now from China, UK. It's definitely created a huge pathway and a connection for selling and buying for me. I do a lot of online selling of my children's stuff, and with that being able to connect with Canada and other countries, I've been able to sell across borders. So it's definitely on a personal level benefited me economically, and educationally I'm able to connect with other people and learn different things like in these courses that we're taking now. What technology training do you still need to be effective to integrate technology in your current position? Well, definitely I need some training on translation. It's very difficult when you have bilingual students and students that are coming from, like, for instance, we've had people come from Puerto Rico recently because of the storms and so forth, so a lot of people were displaced. They only speak Spanish. I am not fluent in Spanish, so there's issues with translation. How do I get this technology across to them when I can't understand them, they can't understand me? So I need a little bit of training in that. How do I relate with students that maybe have a different language and can't understand, but I want to, integrate technology with them? As far as everything else, I don't feel I'm perfect at everything, but I feel that I know a lot and I'm willing to learn on my own. I'm not scared to try and test things out. So if there is something that comes up that I'm unsure of or need more training on, I'm willing to do it myself, along with seek professional development on my own. Is my school equipped for the 21st century technology? I think our school definitely is equipped with 21st century technology. We have tons of technology at our fingertips, whether it be the Chrome cards, our computer labs. I mean, we literally have Chrome cards for every department. They have three per department, like for English, math, science, social studies, world language, and so on. We have a total, I believe it is, of one, two, sorry, I had to think about it, four computer labs, plus the library has 65 computers and three Chrome carts as well. We have iPad carts, we have 3D printers, we have a wonderful TV studio production room that puts on a production every morning and at the end of the day for announcements or anything else that is so professional it looks like it should be on a newscast. We have green screens, we do makerspace and STEM. We have greenhouses. We have an automotive department that is fully functional. These kids work on our cars. They do oil changes, learn how to change out motors and so forth. All run by a professional automotive gentleman that is the teacher of the class that worked, I believe he said he worked in the BMW dealership and was the head manager of the automotive department. So we also include robotics. So we have a ton of 21st century technology. Do I all think it's being utilized the way it needs to be or is effective? No, I don't. I think that sometimes the teachers just feel, oh, I got to use this because they're telling me I have to use it. And by doing that, they're not making it an effective approach to using the technology. But we're all geared to learn, and I believe it's just a learning process. And with the right person guiding us, we will get there, definitely using it correctly. Advantages of innovative practices. There's a lot of advantages. You get high quality learning. It allows for more of a personalized learning that's effective and keeps students interested. It provides skills for career readiness, self-awareness, and confidence in them, and allows them to apply different skills without them even noticing. And when they're applying these skills, they're becoming critical thinkers. They're reaching out to the real-world experiences that they're going to sooner or later have, whether it be in their career or just life in general. Some disadvantages. Of course, always funding is a huge issue. The high cost of technology, maintaining it. Not all students have technology in their homes because of the affordability or just the understanding. Some parents are just not technology savvy, just like we have teachers and students that are not technology savvy. As I'm saying about teachers, they're, not all of them are equally trained. Not all of them know how to operate computers and Chromebooks and iPads and green screens the way maybe I do and some more advanced teachers do. Some other advantages are poor study habits. They don't know how to utilize this technology to have effective study habits. So that needs to be implemented more. Students need to be shown how to search the internet and find effective, proper information. A lot of times they are misguided by wrong information because they don't know how to effectively search. They take the first site they find and take it as, fact, and that's not always true. We know that. They have a very big disconnect from the real world, the kids, I think, because they're so in tune to their social media and their phones, their computers, their iPads, that they don't reach out, branch out. They don't have the social skills that you and I have because we, didn't have these things back then, and we were socially forced to go out and talk to other people and not hide behind a screen. And then also there's the disadvantage of course, cyberbullying, which has become really, really prevalent in the last so many years, and it's scary. Our kids are being cyberbullied and they're not talking because, again, they don't always have those social skills to relay what's going on to them, and they're internally holding it, and it's causing greater things in today's society, like children committing suicide, which is really, really sad that this is going on and it can't be controlled or taught better to or not even taught better, but controlled better. It's just hard in an open forum like the internet. Have I experienced problems with cyberbullying? Yes, I have experienced problems with cyberbullying. I have caught students doing inappropriate things on the computer. As a matter of fact, just last week I caught students or a student looking up inappropriate anime. So as you can imagine, it was something that I was shocked to see on the computer. I was able to figure out who the student was and so forth, and went forth with the appropriate process. So this is really something that we need to bear down on and help. We need to encourage our kids to tell us when this is going on. We need to encourage our kids to understand that this is not okay. And that if you are being bullied, if you're doing any of these inappropriate things, it is not cool. And we need to give them the digital etiquette to deal with all of this and understand that, this things like cyberbullying really do affect people, and it causes people to do things that you and I don't want to see happen to any of our students. So thank you for listening to my digital video on living in a digital world. I hope you enjoyed it.